Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast and reading for Gemini for the month of November 2018. Hope you're well, Gemini. Sending good wishes for you. Let's give a quick shuffle and then see what's on the cards for you this month. The energy around your situation is Knight of Wands. So there may be a change of direction this month, Gemini, but of all the signs of the zodiac, you are the ones that are ready for any change, quick change with the Knight of Wands. Very quick, information coming in quickly, messages coming in quickly, and then you quickly, it's almost like you do a U-turn. But you're fast-moving, fast-thinking individual, so you'll be fine with it. But it's positive as well, so that's even better. Okay, so let's have a look. Where you are right now, Gemini. Two of Wands. So there's a path in front of you, Gemini, and it's going to split into two. So the most important meaning of the Two of Wands is self-confidence, basically. So know that you've got that self-confidence. It's been restored to you. So move forward confidently, that with the knowing that you're going in the right direction. And it's about attaining goals as well, which is always a familiar source for you guys. You love to attain, you love to achieve, you love to move. So let's see where this is taking you. So it's just positive. Make that decision to move forward. And with this Knight of Wands, so we've got Wands and Wands already, so it's forward moving energy. So make the decision to just move forward and know that you've got the self-confidence to do so as well, and know that the end result will be the end result, and it's going to be good. Let's see how you got there. The Chariot, fantastic. So the Chariot's more or less saying to you, Gemini, you're emotionally disciplined, so you're ready for whatever it is that you need to move forward towards. So just go forward with that confidence. But also, Gemini, just know that the Chariot's main meaning is success and victory. And such a beautiful yellow bright card it is too. So this is the crossing card, Gemini. So we can't really go wrong with this positive, bright future. And it's going to affect the whole month of November. So success and victory are definitely there. So off you go, moving forward, remember. No need to hesitate, just move. Let's have a look at the background of this situation and see what's been happening. Queen of Cups. So absolutely trusting your intuition. And this has been sitting around in the background for a while because you've been sharpening that intuition and coupling it with your quick-mindedness, your quickness of your mind to settle on things and know what's good. Communication's excellent, but using that intuition as well, just to sort of make that perfect match between mind and intuition. Brilliant. So go with feeling this month, especially considering, Gemini, we are in the month of water. For the most of it, the first 3 weeks is water. So that's emotion. So let that come to the fore. Really trust your feelings of what's going on. Whatever you need to discipline emotionally about yourself, just keep that in check too. Remember to, we talked about this in October too, don't overthink things. It's better to overfeel than overthink, basically, Gemini, in this month. So we're going within and we're trusting intuition. Let's have a look, recent influences for you guys. And there we go with overthink, but it's upside down. The Nine of Swords is upside down how I've shown it to you. So perhaps you are sort of really learning to rely more on your intuition and your feeling than the overthink. Perhaps you've emotionally disciplined the overthink to think, well, to feel like, oh no, that doesn't work so well, and it's keeping me up at night and disturbing my sleep and rest pattern. So I'm going to knock that on the head and replace it with the Queen of Cups. She's sitting there. You have learnt that. You know that is a solution to a problem. So any Nine of Swords that comes in or has come in recently, we know what to do with it. Replace it with your feeling, not your mind. Don't let your mind run away with you. Let's have a look at the lesson you're learning for November. And Two of Swords. So learning to really combat the mind once again with the Two of Swords. Get out of the mind. Go with intuition every time. You're going to be learning this in a full way this month, Gemini too, because we are in water, as I keep mentioning, which is emotion, which is feeling. So we're going to learn to drop using the mind. Just drop it all together. So if there's anything that you're worrying about, you know that the emotional discipline of the Chariot's going to help you out there. Absolutely. It's mind versus intuition, and intuition has to win this month, Gemini, particularly because you don't want to be bogged down in your mind. It's not good for you at all. Let's have a look at the next couple of weeks, especially week 2. Nine of Wands. Getting to your destination, definitely, absolutely. Feeling a bit exhausted. It's been a long run. It's been a lot of energy spent in the last couple of months, but you're nearly there, so don't drop the ball. Just keep going. Knowing that the destination's in sight. We're coming to the end of the year now, so it's time to sort of start wrapping things up and looking positively at what you have achieved this year, and it's been a lot. As usual with you Gemini people, you always achieve a lot. So just go with that and we'll see what comes next. Excuse me. What's happening you're not realising, and it's strength. So you definitely have the strength to get through it. It's a massive lesson, really. It's a massive lesson I'm seeing already about, you know, the disparity between the mind and your inner voice, or your soul, or whatever you choose to call your inner voice, your intuition. So we're going to get to the bottom of it, and it does take practice with strength, and it does take a lot of effort. And we do relapse from time to time. Remember, we're just human. However, it's about carrying on. One relapse, you get up and move forward. Strength's a really good energy to have, and especially you don't realise that this is happening. But as an interpreter, I can see that definitely you're getting very close to where you want to be in terms of this discipline of your emotions and your mind. Okay, let's see how others see you, Gemini. This will be interesting. Always interesting how others view us. The Six of Cups. Beautiful. So other people see us as, yeah, connected. Connected to the people you're with, the children, the friends, the parents. It's all there for a reason. Feeling very much at home and where you should be. But also that balancing act we talked about with the Chariots really coming through. And I guess you come off to a lot of people looking at you, and this is this card. This is the position of the card is saying, well, what's she talking about? She's got it all, or he's got it all together. They really have got it all together. But that's just your strength of spirit too, Gemini, that you really make it look easy for others who struggle. So they probably scratch their head and think, what? They're just so centered and so connected. So take that bit of amazing insights from how other people see you this month, Gemini, and really have a look at it under the microscope and think, yeah, well, maybe there is merit in that. And I'm getting there is merit in that. The universe wants you to see that in yourself, and the strength as well that you have. So it's not all... Sometimes we've got to let other people's views of us sort of sink in, because this is really quite a wonderful reading. Positive feelings, Gemini. 7 of Wands. So challenging energies, yes, but you're used to that. Very challenging energies. Maybe work. Sticking up for yourself at work, having your say, especially when you know that you have to say something. Whatever's going on at work, just know that you're sort of there, you're in an important position to... People do listen to what you say, because your art of communication is very good. So just remember, the more challenging it gets, the more you have to sit back, listen, and intuit, like feel, okay, look, I really need to step in here. I need to say something, because this is just becoming a bit of a ridiculous situation. Someone needs to take hold here and say what really is going on in order to diffuse what's happening. So if it gets challenging in November, which I'm guessing it will do, because Scorpio often brings up a lot of stuff emotionally, and other people that aren't really, or don't really trust the universe to guide them, they don't know how to cope with it. But with this reading, you can revisit it during the month if you are in doubt, and just see this is what's happening. Someone needs to speak up. The energies will be challenging. So try and make sure it's you that has something to say when it's the time to say something. Try and diffuse whatever goes on, because as we can see, people do rely on you for a very exacting way of how you deliver your communication. Especially when there's challenges around, you're good at that. You're good at seeing through the fog. You're good at diffusing issues. So that's a really lovely positive card to get. So remember that. Let's see the outcome of the month, and then we get to the beautiful balancing, divine energy, divine time, right place. Everything's as it should be. As we've crossed over into Sagittarius, your opposite, polar opposite sign. So it's like everything's fine. Temperance says right time to move, right timing with everything. So as long as you remember too, the crowning card is the Queen of Cups, and it is intuition for this month. So this is everything for you to manage to tackle whatever's coming through. There's just a little bit of mind energy going on. Things taking a different direction was the energy around your reading. So be on alert for anything that suddenly changes direction, and just go with it. And you can, because the Knight of Wands, who is your energy this month, is also Sagittarian. So you're quite at home with the Sagittarian nature of movement and speed. Okay, I'm just going to pop a card, an explanatory card on the Two of Swords, and this other Swords energy, the Nine of Swords, just to give you that clarification of the two Swords cards that we have. Underneath the Nine of Swords, we have Three of Pentacles. So spiritual learning, growing, expansion. So once we can manage to control this overthink, you're really going to start to move forward and be able to manage situations a lot better, rather than, you know, letting it run right in your mind. So it's the Teacher card as well. So this is a major lesson for you this month. Really combat any head energy with, as I always say, with physical exercise, just doing positive things to keep out of your mind. Distracting yourself physically to combat the mental waste of time and energy that, you know, the sword sometimes does really take over, and we just waste time. Let's have a look at the lesson with the Two of Swords. What's underneath that for you to learn? King of Swords, if you need any assistance expert-wise, King of Swords is great because he's very clear of mind. He's a brilliant chess player, as you can see. He's got his chessboard and he's waiting to make his move. He's just watching the opponent. So take on that too. If you get into that dilemma of the Two of Swords, not sure what to do, step back and be clear and have that clarity of the King of Swords. Or talk to somebody that you trust who can see situations, a mentor, an older person. He is male, but can be male and female, can swap around. However, or even this is yourself. Just be clear. Have a look at that chessboard. Where's your next move? Use your intuition to guide your mind. And you should be fine. And as we can see, you're going to end up doing really well by the end of the month anyway, once we cross to Sagittarius. Now I'm just going to pull you an additional guidance card from my Buddhism reading cards for November. Okay, Gemini. Determination. It is you who must make the effort. The master only points the way. At its core, determination embodies the mental quality of lasting endurance, the physical quality of health, vibrant earth energy, and the spiritual quality that comes with knowing you are moving in the right direction. How fabulous, Gemini. Let's think about that too. If you need to review during the month, please do, because I really love that determination. It suits you to a T. That being said, have a great month, and we'll see you next month. Thank you, Gemini.